2 new troops are going to be removed from Squad Busters. So a few days ago, we got the news that Archer Queen and Mortis were going to be removed from the game tomorrow on April 29. But today, Supercell have announced 2 new troops are going to be gone as well. The Barbarian King and Royale King will be going alongside Archer Queen and Mortis tomorrow on April 29. And this means you won't be able to unlock them or play them again. So let's get into the news. So Squad Busters released this video here saying Barbarian King and Royale King are ... missing 2. Now most of you will be aware a few days ago Supercell announced Archer Queen and Mortis were going to be removed from the game tomorrow. And in fact, I theorized that Royale King would be the next troop to go because of the fact they removed his skin from id.supercell.com, which is also what they did to the Archer Queen skin. Well, they just didn't release it. So that was my theory, and well, our theory got answered. It is true. Royale King is gone. But who cares about Royale King, because Barbarian King is the one I care about. Anyways, here's the video. Let's watch the video, then we'll go in game, and then I'll give you guys my opinions. So,
not all kings are built the same. Some charge into battle with sword in hand, while others lead from far behind and preferably away from danger.
What a wussy,
Barbarian
dude.
King can't stop the monsters that are suddenly taking over.
Look at his wuss.
Without warning, bam! 2 shiny pink portals appear, catching the eye of Royale King. Seeing a way out, he summons the courage to save the day by booting Barbarian King into one portal and diving headfirst into the other. Mysteriously back in their homeworlds, Royale King is proud to have bailed, but Barbarian King looks back with worry, realizing the world is in danger, proving that...
What a wuss the Royale King is, by the way. Why have they done him so dirty? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that kind of explains how we feel about the Royale King versus the Barbarian King. Barbarian King is great. Royale King, oh, let's see. Anyways, this is legit because if you go in game, we have a new news tab post. So let's read this. Barbarian King and Royale King are being removed. Starting on Tuesday, April 29th, Barbarian King and Royale King will be permanently removed from the game in their current form. And they've used this wording before, in their current form. So I just want to say, I think Barbarian King, Royale King, Queen, and Mortis are going to be coming back in the next update in probably the new rarity that got teased to us. Anyways, this means that they will also be removed from chests, removed from shop offers, and more importantly, removed from players' lineups, which is big. That means I'm not going to be able to use my Super Rage for a while. To help you prepare for when they are no longer available, we recommend doing the following steps. Merge as many of these characters as possible before they disappear. Players will not receive any compensation for unmerged characters once they're gone. So essentially, I go to my squad, I click on Barbarian King, and I upgrade him a bunch because I will not keep this progress. So there you go. Some other things to know, you'll be compensated when the May update releases for each of these removed characters based on the highest evolution level you reach. That progress will be transferred to other squaddies at the same level. So if I had an Ultimate Barbarian King, I'll receive a random Ultimate Squaddie. If I had a Super or Classic version, I'll receive a random Squaddie at that respective level. Players will also receive a brand new currency when the May update releases to help with progression based on the value of babies being converted to make up for the randomness in how the squaddies are distributed. So not only will you get a new ultimate, but you'll also get a bunch of new currency as well. So if you have like maxed ultimate kings, maxed ultimate queen, you're probably going to get a lot of this new currency, which my assumption is it's probably going to be very good. Any skins that you owned from the missing characters will be compensated with style tickets. Now, that is good, but there are some skins on my main account that I paid for, and I don't want compensation in 600 style tickets. I want compensation in something better because that's real money, you know? But yeah. Anyways, the rest of this post is just the video that we saw, giving it a bit of a recap. So what do I think about Barbarian King and Royale King getting removed from the game? Well, when it comes to the Royale King, I don't care. No one cares about the Royale King. He's useless, bro. But oh wow, do things change when you talk about the Barbarian King? Because I'm using him in all of my games. If not for the rage spell, for the fact he makes all my melee units attack faster. And I know it's only going to be about 1.5 weeks between them getting removed and then the update dropping. But for this next 1.5 weeks, the meta's going to really shift. Losing Queen and King are 2 big deals. Now, I think I'll put Elite 1 and Optimus Prime in my rotation as replacements, but it's really hard to know what I should or shouldn't put in there because King and Queen are just very important. I feel like a lot of people are going to be using Colonel Ruffs from now on. Anyways, I don't think these units are gone forever. My guess would be they're going to be be in the new rarity. As you know, Squad Busters said there's going to be a new rarity dropping in the next update. We don't know what it is, but my guess is it's these troops. They're going to come back as maybe the new rarity, or maybe monsters we have to defeat, or I don't know. Anyways, you can see here the monstrous community event has also had a bit of a tick down. It used to be at 90% on our side, and now it's down to 68%. So I wonder if once they remove these troops, the idea is we fail this event, so then they can continue with whatever they want to do, you know, for the lore, because this is lore that we're getting for the update. But yeah, what do you guys think about these troops getting removed? Personally, I think Barbarian King and Royale King, they should have waited before removing them, mainly because I need the Barbarian King. But yeah. Anyways, that's it. Use code Claz in the Squad Busters shop if you decide to buy anything. Not like there's much to buy at the moment though. And check out my last video on screen here, where I actually got a world record, 8,900 gems. Well, actually, it got beaten, literally immediately. But it's still a lot of gems. You should check the video out.